Okay, so let's go through this question 2020. So this one I think is quite hard. So first thing we are asked to differentiate this, right? So for example, we differentiate this using the product rule. We are able to get this thing. Then of course the next part is the integrate. So you realize that when you do the integration, right, look at the form that they want, right? It's very hard to go from here because for example we need to go from here to here. So we need to do the integration of this, right, to go to this. So meaning I need to write down first. So for example, right, 8x minus 5, then after that 3x minus 5, okay, right here, to the power of 2/3. So sorry, okay, right down here first. So it's 2/3. Then after that dx. Then after that, of course, I'll get x 3x minus 5, then 5/3. Okay, of course, when I see the working, right, I think the problem is this. For example, right, I saw that, you actually do this, you split up, right? Okay, for integration, we cannot split up like that. So for example, I do the splitting up. Let me just refer back to the thing. Okay, I split up, right? So for example, I cannot do like that, for example, because this is not differentiation. Differentiation, yes, you can do this, but integration, there's no such thing called product integration. So that's why we cannot do like this. So that is the issue with the working. Okay, so I show you how to do. Very, very simple. For this, you realize that it's almost impossible to change this to this thing. But actually, you can actually do a simple trick. For example, right, you look at the 8x minus 5, then put a bracket, right? Okay, I put this as well. 3x minus 5 to the power of 2/3. So apparently, you can think of it as doing a bit of expansion. Meaning, for example, right, you do expansion. So for example, you do 8x, you multiply with the whole of this thing. Meaning, you will get something like this. Is equal to 8x. Then you put a bracket. 3x minus 5 bracket 2/3. So that's the first expansion, right? Okay, of course, I do another one. For example, I look at the -5. So here -5, right? I multiply. So -5 multiply with the whole of the yellow color bracket. Meaning, I'll get -5 3x minus 5 bracket 2/3. In this way, you can actually get the form that they actually want. So you can see, right, for example, let me just highlight. So this thing is actually the form that they want. Almost very similar lah. Okay, so after I go to this part already, right, so let me just write down the expanded part. So for example, I put 8x 3x minus 5 bracket to the power of 2/3. Then after this, right, I will get dx. I just put dx first. Then I put negative integral of 5 3x minus 5 to the power of 2/3. So this whole thing will give me back the differentiated, the so-called this thing, right? X 3x minus 5. So this will give you x 3x minus 5. Is it? Double check. Okay, 5/3. 5/3 plus c. Okay, so with this, I continue on. So the thing that I actually want is actually this thing. So apparently, you can see that I can actually do the integral for this. Because we learned how to do the integration for the second term right here, right? So we simply just do. So for example, integral 5, right? Okay, 5, I just put it aside. So I just, I cannot put the integral anymore because I'm going to integrate it. So this thing right here, I integrate. So this will give you 5. Then put a 3x minus 5. 2/3 you plus 1. So this will give you 5/3. So the whole thing divide by 5/3. Differentiate inside, which is 3. So of course, I do the integral already. But of course, not to forget there's a minus. So I just put a minus here. So I put x 3x minus 5. 5/3 plus c. So what is left is actually this, 8x. Then after that, 3x minus 5 to the power of 2/3 dx. Okay, so what I can do now, right, is actually move this whole thing to the right hand side. So I move to the right hand side, right, I will get something like this. 8x 3x minus 5 2 third dx equal to okay, put this first, x 3x minus 5 to the power of 5 over 3 plus okay, I simplify this first, so this one is over 5, so meaning that this whole thing and this whole thing, right, will cancel away. So this will give you 3x minus 5 to the power of 5 over 3, then put up plus c. Okay, then we are almost there already. So for example, I look at the left hand side, go back. Okay, so because they want x, integral of x 3x minus 5 2 third, right, to the power of 2 third. So what I can do, right, I times 1 over 8 on the left hand side times 1 over 8 on the right hand side. So meaning times 1 over 8, you can divide by 8 also can, same thing. And this one you times 1 over 8. The whole thing, so for example, you look at this, the right hand side there's 3 terms. The first term here, the second term here, and of course the c don't need to care, no, times c. So 1 8 times c, I just put as c, don't need to care about the 1 over 8c. So this will give you integral of x 3x minus 5 to the power of 2 third dx. Then right hand side, right, of course right hand side, okay, the very first term right here, I times 1 over 8. So this will give you 1 over 8 x 3x minus 5. Then of course 5 over 3 plus 1 over 8 3x minus 5 5 over 3, then plus c. Then the next thing is that because they want us to show in a certain form, in the k bracket x plus 1 3x minus 5, right? Okay, so this one is also simple. This one you just take out 1 over 8. Now because you realize that for the second term right here, first term and second term, there's a common thing, right? So this is the common thing. So I take out. So for example, is equal to, take out 3x minus 5 to the power of 5 over 3. There's one more thing I can take out, is the 1 over 8. I can take out 1 over 8 because it's a common factor. So this one I take out 1 over 8. So I take out 1 over 8. I take out the 3x minus 5 bracket to the power of 5 over 3. Right? So of course, now it's left with, so there's only x term left on this term. Okay, then second term, right? So I take out the whole thing. So you can see the second term is 1 8 3x minus 5 bracket to the power of 5 over 3. Right? So it's equal to plus 1. Then put a bracket plus c. Then you can see actually we get the answer already. So that is how we actually do this question. So just remember, don't speed up. For example, because I think the step that you do, right, is you speed up. So for example, I just re-emphasize myself. So you do this. Okay, 8x minus 5 bracket, then 3x minus 5 2 third. So this one I cannot just put like that. 8x minus 5, then put dx, then plus integral of 3x minus 5, then put 2 third dx. This one is not allowed. But you want to do, you must first of all expand first. Do the expansion. So meaning this thing, you expand. Expand of course with the whole thing, whole of the bracket. Then last but not least, this thing you expand with whole of the bracket. Then after that, you will get something like this already. So 8x 3x minus 5 2 third. Then of course put a dx then minus 5 3x minus 5 2 third. The whole thing dx. So you just need to speed up. So that is how we actually do this question.